What is the spirit of hip-hop? It's a lifestyle. It's something you never experienced before. We've witnessed thousands of people give their life to Christ. For the first time ever, it's hip-hop bringing the spirit of Jesus and making him relevant to a hip-hop community. We're going to take you to New Birth in Atlanta, Georgia, as we hosting our annual Youth City Rally. Bishop Long talks about faith. The way that we honor our Father is not how we look, but by our faith. Here is your moment of power with CoCo Brother in the spirit of hip-hop.
There's a generation. You see them at school. You see them in the streets. You see them at the mall. There's a whole generation that does not know the God of your fathers. There's a whole generation that don't go to church. There's a whole generation of people that don't know the reason why they stay where they stay and live as good as they live, as well as they live, is because their fathers, their mothers, believed in Jesus. Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Guess what? We are only in this building on this 250-acre complex because folk gave up stuff and lives to march with her father so we could have what we have. Don't take that for granted. Don't take that lightly. Somebody ought to give God praise. We didn't get this from singing. We didn't get this from dancing. We got this by struggle, by change, by God. And the old folk would sing. I know young folk don't want to hear that. We come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in his holy word. He has not failed us yet. There was a generation that used to know how to stand. There was a generation that knew how to stand. There was a generation that knew how to take peer pressure. No, they weren't perfect. No, they didn't know everything. Yes, they made a whole lot of mistakes. Your generation will never be perfect. It will never do everything right. But one thing you need to go down in the grave saying, I never gave up on God. I never turned my back on God. I never, ever, ever said I did not trust in the Lord. And what is needed now is a generation of radical folk. And I'm talking about young men too, who will now stand and be the mighty warriors in the streets,